Hello and welcome to AdVanture number 9. I'm Michelle and I'm traveling in my 2017 Dodge Promaster van that I named number 9. 2025 has been a big year for the van. We've seen a lot of upgrades and I'm going to show you all about them right now. Okay, so the first of the upgrades are coming out with the 6-inch old worn out mattress and in with the new 8-inch mattress. And this is what my king size bed looks like when we don't have any mattresses on it. It doesn't happen that often. Just remind you that I have a tool chest under here. That was fast. And mattress number 2 just arrived, woohoo! And gonna open that up. Not a toy. A double-sized mattress is 75 inches long, and I am opening this side to side, east to west, some people call it, my mattress, because I only have 72 inches, and I discovered that these memory foam mattresses do really well for confined spaces. If you open them up and let them expand in a smaller space, they seem to just take on that size. Right. I'm just going to cut open this end right here, and the whole thing is going to go from this thick to like that thick in like 1 second. Here it goes. It's already starting to push me. See how fast that takes. Woo, it's getting hot outside. It's time to start heading north to the Great Lakes and some nice, cool Great Lakes breezes. Okay, we got the second one in and opened. Yay, and you can see the first one. That one opened in like 30 seconds. This one's taking a little bit longer, which is fine. It says that you're supposed to let it sit for 72 hours before you lay on it. That was my project for today, receiving my deliveries and getting the mattresses open. Now it's time to get rid of this bad boy. Okay, so here's what the double bed in the back of my van looks like. And I think I showed you how because of that, where I have that Reflectix there, it's an angle, and so the mattress can't go all the way to the back because of the corner. And so I'm going to open those up and I'm going to cut those corners off on either side so it can go all the way up against the back doors. And then coming back here, once I do that and move that, then this is where my double bed actually ends and is sticking out over a few inches. And I have over on this side, I will have, that's where the other mattress will be cut up and put. Okay, so I just unzipped the outer mattress cover, and there is this sort of a nylon-y, whatever, interior, and here's the bottom, or the top, this because I have the mattress flipped over. This is the top of the mattress, bottom of the mattress. Okay, so I have measured out my 6 inches and my 6 inches, and I just kind of made a guiding line going down here. And now I'm going to use the same serrated bread knife that I used the last time I cut one of these memory foam mattresses. Okay. So that came right off. It took me about 20 seconds to get through that. Went pretty fast. Okay, so I've got it back in place now, and look, that's that angle that I took off from there and took off from here, and that gives just enough space for my husband's CPAP hose to go down there. And then on this side I have this leather dog lead, and Lucy lays on the bed when we travel with a harness on, and so she's attached to this back D-ring. Okay, the bed is finished and it's ready for our next adventure. You can see the dark blue sheet is the full-size bed. For our feet here, I cut up a single memory foam mattress, and all I did was take a sheet and sew a simple bag so that they can be in there, and we can change that out when that gets dirty. But that's all there is to my new mattress. Okay, so my next project is going to be replacing the carpets that I have in here. I have these wonderful entry mat carpets that are rubber backed, but they're really showing wear. They're hard to clean and they're hard to keep clean, and as you can see, it doesn't take much and you can see everything. I've got 3 of them in here, but I think I'm just going to replace these 2. I bought this, it's supposed to be a washable carpet from Amazon, and you know, below here I have a garage mat, so I'm thinking the dirt is probably going to fall through to the garage mat. I hope not, but so that's my plan. I've got one for the length here and one for the doorway. Floor rugs are in now, and I'm fairly pleased with them. They look nice. I like it. It's a change. I need to trim it off from the bottom, and you know, I just set it right here on top of my garage mat, and I have this is just like a car floor mat. I just put that there. It has saved me a lot. It really catches a lot of dirt coming in. I actually have another one that I put in the hallway there, and that catches a lot more dirt. But all in all, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's a nice change from those old red ones. I've been traveling in my van now for 4 years, and every once in a while I do a little touch up on the ceiling because for whatever reason it gets nicked up and bugs and whatnot. So I was just taking a little can of paint here and touching up the little scratches and the little mars. Up next on the upgrades is my power station. I have a full install video on this if you'd like to see it. This is my Energy Flex 1500 plug-and-play system. I've had it for about 4 years and it has worked flawlessly for me. I bought it with 2 100 amp hour batteries, and after running into a couple situations where I ran out of power, I decided to snap a couple of more batteries on it. But the company took a military contract and are out of production, so I needed to get creative. And if I was going to go big with power, I wanted to make sure power would never, ever be an issue for me again. For about $1,000, I bought this 12-volt, 460 amp hour battery from Temgot. It was a nerve-wracking but simple install. The Promaster has a 180 amp alternator, so I ran a power cable from the battery to the breaker and then into the Victron DC to DC charger. This charger doesn't really do anything but protect my Promaster's battery. From the posts on the Temgot, I have installed 2 cigarette lighter plugs, which I run my fridge and my ceiling vents, and I can also passively charge my Flex 1500 via its cigarette plug charging cable. My next upgrade is to my bucket toilet. And how do you upgrade a bucket toilet? Well, I went from a small funnel inside to I actually bought a funnel, a pee funnel for it, and my toilet is just very simple. You know, number 2 goes in the back, gets bagged up right away. Number 1 is, this is the funnel. I had a hard time fitting this in here, and so I came up with this funny putting tubes. I glued some tubes on here, and the funnel sits on that. And then I have, you know, in the bottom, just this gallon jug, which this gallon jug usually lasts us about 2 days. So there is the upgrades on a bucket toilet.